So the number one combo is only 0.25%.
That's pretty much top for us.
It's good, and he's shiny. So he's a shiny 2500. That's like
That's clout.
as good as it fucking gets.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that.
Stop it. And that was the first shiny I got. That was the one that started to fall over.
Damn.
I caught 6 shiny needles randomly.
without a com day.
Without a comment, it was all special research and field research. I
Yeah.
had 8 total.
I thought you got 9. Pretty sure you said you got 9 earlier.
No, if I get one more, it'll be
I thought you were talking earlier, one more got you 10. Yeah, I was pretty sure you said one more got you 10. Get something that wasn't Nidoran shiny today?
full on.
Yeah.
Larvitar and a Torchic.
Yeah.
I'm cracked today. Back-to-back field research Nidoran. 6
Oh shit, I fucked that up.
Well, my Gotcha was running while I got both of those full on shinies, and I just clicked on the bolt first. Because I was fine. I want to find a couple more though. I only got an hour and a half left. I was hoping to change one day.
All the love and affection. All of it.
What?
Rick it.
I don't.
She got the lean going on there.
Big lean.
Yeah.
The big lean.
All this was in my tobacco.
Really?
On this tray, yeah, for me just whipping it there.
Just throwing it on there, yeah.
And nobody had a clue. I mean, people saw me whip some change there. They didn't think much was there. I got well over $5. I can see $3 right now in quarters.
My app surely broke again.
What? Hey, look at my shiny Nidoking. Yeah.
I like
Oh.
Change hands up, you know.
surely it does.
I can't even get mine to 25 because I'm only level 36.
No, shut up. That's dumb.
Right here.
That's. You need to chill.
Licky.
What?
I had an instant going. 420 Licky.
But he's not gold.
No, but he's a 420 Licky.
You
He's
should
perfect.
really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next
Someone
time.
I know doesn't get a shiny Lickitung soon. I'm not gonna believe they're boosted. But I know Esme just got one. So, Jesus Christ. Slow the fuck down.
Oh, garbage.
Oh, word.
That's what you're doing. Kevin wants you to call him.
Oh, believe me, I know.
Why? What now? Oh, not right. I'll give it 10.
I guess according to Deb, like, Ken's dead set already quitting.
Wow, what'd you do?
He agrees with my theory.
What?
The longer the hair, the easier it is to maintain.
Not necessarily.
Not.
I don't agree with that.
Then this, right here, yes.
No.
I think if you grow it long enough to be able to pony it, a ponytail is less
He's
annoying than
gotta
bangs.
brush it in order to pony it.
I know.
I brush it all the time.
You do?
Yeah, where's my brush? It literally should have been right here on the edge of my bed
You're
with me.
right about that. You have to fuck with your hair every single day.
No, I do, constantly, like.
He was brushing it earlier. I see it.
Yeah, he's watched me brush it 3 times already today, at least. Just because you don't see me do it doesn't mean I don't do it.
Well, what I said to you was, yeah, either grow it long enough to be able to pony it, or just buzz it
Like,
all
I can
the
basically
time.
pony this right here, right
Don't
now.
leave it medium length, because medium length is the most fucking annoying of all.
So are you gonna stick over
I don't know yet. Probably.
We'll give you $1 already, Fred.
That's what was already on the table from Minosh, but everything had to be finalized through Dennis, so there's at least that $1. And I already got Minosh and Anna both thinking about hiring you. Because we need someone for front counter right now, but you could be cross-trained, and that's the reason you could even be making that 13 right off the bat.
Eventually.
Well, yeah, one of the cashiers just quit, so there's 2 weeks before there's... Yeah, there's 2 weeks before the cashier... But I already talked to her about you doing register and kitchen.
It won't let me transfer this Poliwag.
Why?
I don't know, because my phone... I do know, because my phone service is ass today, and it has been all day since I woke up. And it's a miracle that I caught 8 shinies in one day today, because it's the most shinies I've ever caught in one day, when this is the worst my phone service has ever fucking been in one day ever in my life. This is the worst phone service I have ever had overall throughout an entire day ever in my life. Because I have phone service, and but I don't. Like,
I
I've been
understand.
fucking closing out apps all day. I've been restarting the phone.
You think I don't understand? I had to have you hotspot me while I had phone service.
I've done literally everything but call customer service and ring them out. Like, I've done literally everything.
Oh, and they probably would have had you restart your phone while they click on something on their
all the shit I've done anyway.
No, they would have been clicking on something on the computer to fucking make it so your phone picks up a better signal from the tower. Drake's done it.
What, they can actually do something about it?
If you harass him long enough, he's like, you can't help me. I need your manager.
I don't
And as soon as they get on, he's like, you can't help me either. I need your boss right now.
I don't want to have to harass anyone, though.
Just keep asking for their higher up.
I just want my shit to work, Dan.
Yeah, and ask for the highest up person you can get transferred to.
Listen. Towers, or they're doing maintenance, or they'll have some
Listen.
excuse.
And that's why you just keep going until you find the higher up who can actually do something about it.
To quote John Marston, work, you damn nag.
Could always
When you kick your fucking horse on Red Dead.
We could always
Work, you damn nag. Fucking work, you damn nag.
be like, hey Drake, you gotta call customer service. Dude, he'll get you like 2 months of service. He'll be like, my phone's been doing this for like...
That's one of those phrases that's permanently in my head for the rest of my life. I'll have Alzheimer's and I'll be sitting there in fucking the memory care unit like, work you damn nag.
Taking the nerve.
They'll be like, what is he talking about?
He's nagging.
He must have been a farmer.
Just playing Red Dead in his head. It's gone.
Yeah.
Work you damn nag. As I hear it. I just hear it in my head, like randomly some days. Like when shit's not working, like
Just
my
work,
my
fucking
phone's
nag.
being stupid and I'm bitching at Pogo, all of a sudden it just pops in my head out of nowhere. It's like, work, you damn nag!
Before I start nagging.
You stupid fucking garbage horse bitch. Work. I don't know. Just the way he says it has always made me chuckle. It's funny. Work, you damn nag.
Do it.
Just fucking do it. I know you got more in you, just do it. Do it already.
Let's dance! On, reveal thyself!
Damn.
It's like, what's that?
Shadow Ribbon!
That was
Let
healing.
light fall!
That was my healing move.
I summon thee! Ha!
Moves that zoom in on you and do a cinematic.
Yeah.
Let's dance! Go, Barbara, go!
Yeah.
Aim the camera.
Yeah, I'll tell you right before I use it again.
And it did like special effects. And she did like a
Fuck. Oh! It tell...
games are getting too cracked.
By royal decree!
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
VR is coming a long way.
That's what I'm saying, soon enough, like,
My first VR game was Resident Evil fucking 7. Oh my god. I seriously, like, I had to stop for a second. I had to stop, take it off, look around.
Like MMO games like this are gonna be in VR soon.
Oh fuck, can't wait.
You're gonna actually be there. You're gonna actually be there soon.
You're gonna have custom chairs. Like rock back.
Right.
You know, it's like
Yeah.
Back at you.
Full dive. We need full dive. Fuck VR. Full dive. Full dive. Full dive Netgear.
We don't know how to do that yet.
I don't know, man.
They've got shit pretty close to it.
We can't fuck with
They
brainwaves.
figured out how to make quantum computers now. So
The moment we can do that, they can put us into a fucking robot.
they actually didn't know how to.
My royal decree.
A little bit, but not like on a level that'll like convince you or situation.
That's because we're not working on it yet, fucker. We figure it out. You know how our brains work. No, you just bring the guy who fucking actually knows all this shit, so when you have questions, you're like, hey, what's it? How does this work? And then you make your mind click that fucking information. No, you got that guy as an encyclopedia. He is your dictionary. For shit you don't know. I think your thought process would help it a lot.
I feel like I would need multiple degrees. I would have to like combine them.
Like, you know, Stephen Hawking was right. They developed a brainwave program for him that just think about it and words pop up on screen.
Yeah, but that's just like rudimentary words.
Well, that's where you start. That's where you start.
I mean, if they could do that, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't think it's that far off.
Well, that's one thing to have your brain.
Let the show begin.
Another thing to have your thing manipulate your brain.
Right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
That's a lot different.
See? Cinematic feel.
You can make a brain hook up to a computer and have a brain
By
control
royal
the computer, but can you make a brain hook up to a computer?
Midnight Vendor.
Power that ended Python.
Actually, I mean, I don't know.
I think you can.
One of you is gonna fry before the other, though.
Can't have anything that can do it yet, and I don't know how we're gonna figure out how to make that leap.
Yeah, and then
By thinking you can do it.
they're really scared
Just don't doubt it.
about
I'll be a test dummy.
It's hard to reprogram your brain, man. There's people who can eat like 10 hits
Have you
of
seen me?
acid and be on psychedelic drugs and still be that
Like
far
me
out.
sleep-
They're like chilling, you know what I mean?
Like me sleeping at the fucking park with you.
Like, the closest thing you can get to what we're talking about right now, like being out of reality, and they're still being really chill on that.
Yeah, in reality, like I just took a nap, fucking fleets are there, I know where the bowls, everything is. You're like, oh fuck.
So what I'm saying is even if you could manipulate brainwaves and basically program someone's brain to put their brain on a trick, can you really? Because they could.
There's some people like me.
They could like get through the control probably. Like, how much can you really alter their perception?
Those are the types of people you
There's an old sci-fi movie with Contact with it. So it's like supposed to take place in the future. So it's usually like 1999.
Let's talk about Tron.
So real, but you feel up to
Why won't it let me switch my character?
You know what I
But
mean?
you know, it's like an optical.
Are you
illusion,
fucking kidding
though.
me
Like,
right
say
now?
You show someone a book that's just like a flip book of those optical illusions. That pages work for you when they do it for other people, or it doesn't.
How your brain works.
That's what I'm saying. So like, can you really even program something in a way where it's going to make everybody's brain do the same virtual reality?
No, my perception of reality is different than your reality,
They sit
bitch.
down with a black screen, and now you just fucked up their brain. Oh, you bricked their brain.
Brick break.
I think there's gonna, like, when it gets to that point where it looks so real, they're gonna have something in the game that's gonna remind you this is virtual reality, like a little.
A warning message.
Yeah.
Every
Like in
once
Zelda,
a while
you got-
to be like, bro, you're not actually
Hey,
here.
Yeah,
like-
Don't forget that there's like a world out there.
Right. I could totally see. I mean,
Think of like Legend of Zelda, Navi, the little fairy. You have a
Hey,
little fairy.
listen.
Hey, listen!
Your real life body hasn't eaten in 17 hours.
Please log out before we force eject you.
Force
like
eject
that.
coming in 20 minutes. Like,
Well, I got
it's
20
fine-
minutes.
It's fine for you to get your last quest done, but we're making you leave in 20 minutes. Just know that. Like, better hurry, because you're getting ejected soon.
What happened to my music anyways?
I don't know.
But it's gonna be a while before it gets to that point. But when, I think on the next couple of generations of consoles, we're gonna start to see more of an
And
integration.
I still think it's gonna require direct implants too. They're gonna have to like put like a
Right
chip
here.
in your neck or like
Right here.
in the base of your fucking
Right.
like. There's no way you
Right
can
here.
get it to work with just like a helmet on somebody's head or something.
They've
Oh,
there's quite a bit
maybe,
they've already got done with
Maybe.
helmets and gloves.
But I
Actually,
feel like it would at least.
you
be
can full
easier
blown
if
pick
you
up shit in the
directly,
games with the gloves and shit. You gotta have the helmets and gloves together, but you can.
Right, but I think where they gotta develop it first, they gotta develop that feel. 'Cause, yeah, I can do it in virtual reality. I can see it happening. Like I can pick up this object and move it around, but I don't actually feel it in my hand. You know, that's the next step that they gotta like build it, like so you can actually immerse yourself. You're like, oh man, this is actually heavy. So it feels
Right.
heavy as you're picking it up, or
Right.
light, or whatever.
Well, see with the glove, like it could have pressure that if
Right, it's
it could just put
possible,
pressure
yeah.
on your hand for the object of holding something. You know what I mean? It could just put pressure against it. This Ralts has got jumped out of 3 balls.
They're
The way our
annoying sometimes.
brains work is quite weird too. So there's a phenomenon called like when you look at something, you can shape it, you know, there's no shape to it. Because our brain wants to put patterns together.
I know.
Like
You ever stare at the dotted floors while you're in school while you're pooping and just make
Right.
pictures? Yeah.
Yeah, because
For-
your
I'd
brain
spe- I'd
wants
stare
to make
for-
a pattern. And
I wouldn't blink because it'd just start making different pictures.
because your brain is trying to put together what this is. You know what I mean? So it's looking for its shape and you're combining it together. So there's that paradox, like the most famous one is Mars space on Mars when they satellite the little camera
And the one on the moon.
and it's because of shadowing, right? So it looks like there's an actual space. Well,
Yeah.
They go back and they take with better cameras and there's nothing there. You know what I mean? There's
Right.
so, but it's the way that our brain works. It wants to put together
A
shapes.
picture.
Right.
We like to solve puzzles.
Bryce is somewhat right. If you were to put yourself in, hook your brain up to the computer, right? What would your brain do if it's hooked up? You
Comprehend.
know what I mean? Black out. So you would go to a black state. What would it do?
Something that you have no reference for.
Right.
Yeah.
From
Exactly.
your real life
Because everything that we have
is based on that we know.
So what if? Yeah, that's a very good possibility.
But humans have also explored so many concepts at this point. Is there really something that you could introduce us to that has no basis in How is that possible?
There's a lot
Bring something.
In the universe, but around our
Especially
planet,
if it's
what we
something
can see
created by
right
another
now.
Human. How could a human really spawn something that I would have no possible reference
I know
to
I
at
could.
all? Like at all though? No reference point where I couldn't see a picture
Right,
in
I
my
see what
brain
you're
of
saying.
it
So I
at
think your
all.
brain's just going to create something out of whatever.
There would
it
at
sees.
least be a similar concept I would be familiar
It
with.
could be a bunch of squiggly lines on the screen,
Like,
but your brain.
yeah.
This one time
It
on
would-
mushrooms,
It would be
it was
like
the most peaceful moment of my life.
something similar.
Mom was not having a peaceful time. I probably shouldn't have been. I guess I was being slapped in the face repeatedly. Being screamed at to get up. What the fuck's wrong with you? Knock the fuck off. As I'm
So,
crappie flopping. I was just in this peaceful, it was just a blob. I can remember it forming up this way, down, and then coming back out. It's just this awesome, just almost metallic, royal purple blob. Just floating before me.
Interesting feeling.
I couldn't physically touch it, but I knew I was the one manipulating it. Like, that was weird.
Blob.
And I've come through to being slapped in the face. I was in the middle of, like, dehydrating really bad, though. Like,
You're always getting slapped down.
I got up. I literally walked over to the cooler that I was told water's in. I looked in this cooler. Everything was a blur. I couldn't tell the difference between jerky, ice, fucking anything.
Water.
And I just walked, sat back on my cooler, and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No." And it was like, I guess a few minutes later, I'm doing the cropping. But like I said, it was the most peaceful moment I've ever had, experienced, ever.
Weird, I don't like, they like so it's coronavirus, but like, I get into it.
Yeah.
There's always people are dying from it, right? I've known like 6 different people that have gotten it. And they're completely fine.
Yeah, a guy I went to high school with,
They have pre-existing conditions.
Ditch Cougar, it's
And
his
bad
nickname.
boys, not like mine.
So, right, you know, so like,
Or like they're very elderly.
makes you kind of wonder a little bit.
Nobody who's healthy should be dying from
Right.
it. I mean, they still have, but not very many.
Challenge accepted.
Most people do not get hit that hard by it. But some
So the
people
dude's
do.
house that we got that, you know, stuff,
Yeah.
whatever.
Weston?
He was saying that, and I haven't followed any corroboration of it, but he said that Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates are the ones.
Oh, released it, yeah.
Well, they didn't say release it. They own.
They own the labs that,
The labs that Gates owned. And he had this big, huge, long conspiracy about how they're gonna sell it to make money for a cure, which doesn't add up because first off, the 2 companies that have developed the cure aren't even remotely connected to that company in Wuhan, them labs.
So him was just on some conspiracy.
Well, I think there's some basis to it because the little bit of information I could
if
find.
you dig deeper, they probably do have some ownership
they
in
have
it.
Some shareholders.
Yeah, yeah, they got
which
some
is
ownership in
not-
there.
Which is not uncommon for wealthy people to have
Yeah, they got
shareholders
shares in all
in
kinds of
everything,
shit.
right? And
They'll
it's
put a
like-
hand in
But
every
those
company on
people
planet
at
Earth.
that
Right,
same
if it's making
point,
money,
I can't see them
and if
stick
it's
their
not
hand
making
in there
money, they'll
and not
sell
want
out.
to know something about it.
Yeah, but it's not how that works.
But you know what I mean, though? Like, they got enough influence, who they are, to be able to be like, I want to know about this. You think
But they're worth so much money, like Bill Gates, right?
they could even been, like, maybe talked to, like, as
For
a...
Bill Gates, if you were to drop $100 bills, this is funny, it's true, but if Bill Gates were to drop $100 bill on the ground, right, it would cost him more money to bend down and pick it up than it would to walk away. Think about that.
Because he's got more important shit to do.
Right, because his time is that valuable. That every second, you know,
Yeah.
is worth millions of dollars that he lives. Every second, you know. So
Not so much these days though, because he's not in the main. Like, I don't think that's true. Like this second, but at one.
It
point,
used to be.
Yeah,
It used to be
he's
very
worth
true.
millions of
He's
But-
dollars.
super less in control of the decision making.
I think he might actually lose out, like,
Yeah,
$2
he's
on that
stepped
100.
away, yeah.
He
has-
basically does philanthropy now.
Yeah.
He does charity events and stuff.
And he does do a lot of good things.
Yeah, but he does the day-to-day company stuff. They just make the money for him. The currency.
Sure, but I mean, he's got stock.
I know, and he still is on the board. He is still on the board of directors, and like he still does stuff. But like,
And you know damn well that he gets like a lot of the final say on the
oh,
final
I'm
product.
sure there's still someone calling him. At least one person calls him every hour of every day.
Yeah.
At least one phone call
Gives
every
him a little
hour.
bit of updates.
Someone's like, dude, what do I do here? Like, what's the play? Like, hey, Bill.
What'd you have planned for this? I don't want to fuck this
Like,
shit
I know
up.
I'm in charge of this now, and I have been for 5 years, but like, we really can't let China win this one. What do we do, Bill?
Call Bill Nye.
like,
Science guy.
Bill,
so, like, I agree with you.
Bill
Even though
Nye,
he's
the science
stepped down
guy.
and stepped away, he probably still is to the point where he would at least think about it before he stepped down to grab that $100 bill. He's like, oh, or should I let someone else have it?
He's like, do I need it? Do I need to pinch this?
You don't get rich like that unless you're fucking grabbing. Dude, I'm true story. I worked at McDonald's in Redmond when I was like 18, and this guy used to come in all the time, just dirty, shovel, like torn clothes with a piece of shit fucking car, and he was always spending for change to buy like a dollar sandwich,
Yep.
like $1.50, right? So I felt bad, like, you know, I'm gonna buy this guy. Comes in every day, and the same thing every day, a hamburger and a cup of coffee, and sit in the thing. You know,
Where's my music? Again.
So one day I'm like, I'm gonna buy this guy. And my boss comes up and he's like, no, don't. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like this guy clearly doesn't have like something. He's like,
The voices are gone too.
like literally he's a millionaire. Like, this guy is God, man. I swear to God, the guy's a millionaire. I'll show you the article. And like, like this guy was legit millionaire, but he was that much of a tight fucking ass that he would buy
Drive a
all
piece
this
of shit
clothes
car,
from the
and
trip
spend
store.
$2 a
Yup,
day only
yup,
on
just-
like one tiny little meal. and,
Yeah,
like,
like
just
just never spent money.
he'd spend like $20 a day, even though he
Yeah.
had like $1 million.
They had a nickname for this
If I didn't
guy.
buy video games, I could probably do that.
Right, well, they had a nickname for this guy too, and I don't remember what it was, but he was like, he would sleep in his car, or he'd sleep at friends'
Seriously, he didn't even buy a house.
He's
or
a vagabond.
house.
That's what, like, what? Like,
He just literally stashed money in the bank
yeah,
and didn't spend money on
Nothing,
anything
nothing.
and lived like a homeless guy.
basically.
But he had like $2 million in the
yeah,
bank.
like, basically, dude,
Why?
I don't know.
I would.
Why?
Because
Did he at
if
least
people
have kids he was trying to have inherit it?
I have,
No,
I have no idea.
people know you
but-
have money, what do? They try to get it.
I mean, I guess, but when you're doing it
They see
to
you got a
the-
beater, you think they're gonna break into your beater?
but
No,
why would
you
you-
got a nice fucking
why
Ferrari
would
down
you
that street,
live
they're gonna
like
break into that
shit,
Ferrari
though,
down the
if
street.
You didn't have to, because that would
Well,
suck
there's certain
living out
things
of your
that,
car.
like, that guy is extreme, you know, that guy's
Yeah, that's
absolutely
pretty
but
extreme. Because I
rich
know there's
people
people who
do-
do live frugally, but not quite that frugally.
And you'd be surprised.
I need a sign that
They've
say
got
ninjas killed my
$1 million.
family, I need money for
But
kung
that's
fu lessons
nuts
and
to
sit on a
literally
corner.
live like you're homeless when you've literally got $1 million.
Right.
Like, why?
Well, rich
Like, I'd
people
at least
do-
own a tent. At
Right,
least
that's what
own
I'm saying.
a nice tent.
Dude's living out of his car and buying
Yeah.
$2
If
meals.
I had like a van or something bigger like that, I could live out of that.
At least buy a number one.
A hippie
Like,
van.
at least get a combo, man.
Right, it's something, you know. But
I don't even get
And you would
combos. I get a
never, like-
McDouble and a fucking McChicken and I
never
slap
knew
those
that.
At
bitches
least
together.
sleep in a $20,000 car instead of a
Yeah,
$2,000 car. Like, Jesus
Oh, it
fuck.
wasn't even a $2,000 car. We're talking
Like a $500
like
Yeah.
a beater,
Like
dude,
a-
like
oh,
a straight
no.
up beater, dude.
At least buy like a $5,000 used car with 100,000
I've never
miles
paid
on
more
it.
than 600.
Like, bro, live in a nice car if you're gonna live in a car.
Right?
At least, like, fuck, you've got $1 million.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
so
know,
weird to
I'm-
play without the sound.
And then Donnie Hager, you know, he's
Heel.
worth some money too, but his brother Jim's worth a few $1 million, right? And you would never know it either. By looking at the guy, he doesn't dress like it, you know what I mean? He wears tattered clothes, but there's a reason why he's been a
Drive
mechanic.
like a '99 Honda Civic.
Well, actually, no, he has two vehicles. He's got a brand new electric vehicle that he bought like last year
Oh,
just to buy it because he can.
Try the electric out.
So he does spend money, you know, but then he drives an old beat up pickup truck that's like an '88 fucking Chevy S10. But dude, thing runs like a top. He's been a mechanic his whole life, so you know what I
just takes
mean.
care of it.
Yeah, he's retired now at mechanic work and stuff. But like one
You've
day,
been slacking.
and Donnie was.
Oh no, I'm gonna get most of this done right now.
Donnie was talking to him and stuff, and he's like, "You don't have any kids."
I didn't even do last week's.
And
You've been slacking.
I didn't do
Donnie
last
goes,
week's.
Why don't you spend your money or
I still have the
enjoy
battle
it,
pass
you know?
halfway
And
done.
He's like, well, because I don't know. I just it's nothing I really need, you know.
He just
I
doesn't
mean,
want
he's
anything.
content, you know what I mean. He's got a couple of houses, so I mean, he does spend money, but he doesn't have, you know what I mean.
But he's got a lot more he could spend.
Right. And
Hey.
He
like,
doesn't.
You get down from there.
But no, I'd be good with 2 houses.
Thank
I'd be
you.
good with
Right.
1 house probably if it was a nice enough
well,
house.
he's got a little hobby farm, and then he's got that house in town
Right,
here that
yeah.
his brother.
I don't know why people ask him why he doesn't spend more money if he's already got 2 houses.
Well, I guess
That's
because
fucking plenty.
he's got cancer now. He got diagnosed with cancer, and he's been getting treatment. And then, like, if you were to die before Donnie, which Donnie's also got cancer, they're both older guys. They're in their 70s, you know.
Oh.
And he's like, "Well, then you got all the money, Donnie." And Donnie's like, "What the fuck am I gonna do with it?"
I've got cancer and I'm
You're
old
right.
too.
You
Like,
know,
what
I
are,
don't
what are
get
either
either.
one of us gonna do with the money at this point?
But it's funny because Donnie is still the fucking tightest motherfucker I've ever seen when it comes to a dollar. Like, so like, he'll come over randomly once in a while. He'll be like, "Hey," or he'll text me like, "Hey, you want to have a 6-pack?" You know, like he'll bring over like a 6-pack of beer. Well, bullshit. You know what I mean? He was my dad's friend since the '60s. So like, you know, I was like, "Yeah, come on over, Donnie. I'll bullshit with you a little bit." You know, so we just hang out and bullshit, talk about whatever. And then like, I'll be like, "Well, here, I'll split the cost. No, I got it, right?
I
So he
swear I
buys
can't hit
the
that.
cheapest beer he can buy a 6-pack of, so it costs him like $5, right? You can't afford to spend $2 extra and get something decent, like a Coors or something. You know what I mean? He's got to buy a Schmidt, even though Schmidt isn't a horrible beer. I'm not saying it's horrible, but
Right.
like for me, like I will.
But like you're offering to go half so you can get
Yeah,
a good beer, a beer
right.
you want. And he's like, no, I got it. I can buy the whole thing. But then he
Yeah.
goes and buys like the
Cheapest
cheapest
shit.
shit. And you're like, no, why are we drinking this?
I know it's not bad. I mean, but it's like really.
Like I would have rather have put up 5 and we go 5 and 5, and like get some good beer.
Right, exactly. Like instead of getting like some cheap shit, I'll just get something halfway
Like
decent.
yeah, you paid half price for the beer and got half quality beer.
What's funny because I don't like buy that much beer anymore, but when I do buy, I'll buy a 6-pack right for myself, and I usually get Tall Boys because you can get in Coors Light for $5.99 cans, Tall Boys or pint fucking things for cheaper than a 6-pack of bottles. So why wouldn't you buy the pints?
Right. If
But-
it's $1 for a whole fucking pint, do the math.
Yeah, but I get it though, because like Dennis pointed out one day, and he's like, "Yeah, but some people can't drink a pint in one, you know what I mean, without it getting warm." Like,
Right.
oh, because instead of being,
So it's not worth it in the end because you actually
Yeah.
waste beer.
But
if you're someone who drinks it slow enough to where
Right.
your beer's going
like
warm.
someone
Like
like you,
me.
right? Because you don't.
But I
yeah.
still drink my warm
Yeah,
beer.
no,
I don't even
drink-
like beer. So
Right.
if I'm drinking a beer, I damn sure have to drink the whole thing
Exactly.
before it's even the least bit warm.
Right.
If it's even a little bit warm, I'm done
You're
with the
like-
beer.
you're like, yeah,
I'm
good.
done with the
Yeah.
beer.
I'll finish.
And a big pint,
I can't waste
when
it.
I'm drinking it slow anyways because I don't like beer that
It wouldn't
much.
work for you.
Yeah.
So you'd be better off
Yeah.
buying like an 8-ounce,
Yeah.
the little
A
small,
small
little.
can or a bottle of beer and
Right.
downing it as fast as I can down it. I have to I can't nurse a beer. I have to drink the beer if I'm drinking
Because
beer.
you just don't
'Cause-
like it. Yeah.
And plus the faster you drink it, the more you get down. You know,
There's
the
a
easier they
handful I can
become.
tolerate
So, like,
for beer.
Well, see, what's funny for me, because when I grew up, right, I did not drink at all when I was a kid. Like, all my
anything
friends,
at
nope,
all ever, no beer, no
nothing.
vodka.
I just didn't
no-
like it. Like
yeah.
you, I just didn't
Yeah.
appeal to me.
I
you
really
know?
don't like.
I
mean, I
I'd
did-
socially drink, but I
Yeah,
won't get.
exactly. It would be very, very rare.
Yeah.
So I
It'd be
did
rare
drink,
you
but
saw
it-
me piss drunk.
Right, and I
There's
freaking-
very few. There's only like 3 things in existence I actually like to drink, like to drink, and it's literally like Bloody Marys,
Those were really good. Yeah.
Scooby snack shots.
Scooby Snack shot. What?
Yeah, Scooby snacks are fucking good.
It's all in that.
Have you tried the Girl Scout cookies one?
But those are pretty good too. But like basically like fruity drinks or
Yeah.
Bloody Marys.
Yeah, I love
Even
that.
some fruity drinks though, if they burn it too bad and there's like too much vodka in it or whatever, it's
Dude,
like
you can get pretty fucked up on Bloody Marys, man. You can get pretty
yeah,
fucking.
you fucking can.
you
I like them.
Because they're so good, right? And
Oh!
then you
Because
sit
I love
there,
tomato juice. 91 chopped.
So then you sit there, you're at the bar, and you have 4 of them, and you're been sitting down the whole time, and you go to stand
Dude,
up.
I
and
get
take a
fucked
piss,
up
dude.
off of 2.
Yeah,
I'm
oh,
such a
dude.
lightweight.
Yeah.
I asked
get
Justin
a
to make
buzz off
mine
it, too.
And
Yeah.
stronger.
Justin makes them just perfect. Even if you don't ask him to make them stronger, he'll make them to where they're like basically as strong as they can be and they don't taste bad.
Well, see, basically he did that, and I asked him if he could make it a little stronger for
And then
me.
So you tasted it a little bit, but it was still good.
Oh yeah.
Because tomato juice.
Well,
You know,
I was looking to get a little fucked up that night,
I'm
though.
not saying he does it, obviously, because he's friends of yours, you know, but like in most bars, what they'll do is they'll just add a tiny bit on top of it. So
Yeah.
when you take that drink.
Well, a lot of bars make weak Bloody Marys in
Oh,
general.
fuck yeah, because.
For
they-
one thing,
Justin
half the
takes
bars
pride in
make
his
them
shit.
taste like shit. They use shitty mix or they use
Yeah,
a bad
they're the
ratio.
cheapest
So
whatever they can
first off,
find,
half
yeah.
of them you get will taste like shit anyways.
Bruce's has got a really good
regardless
Bloody
of
Mary,
the
yeah.
alcohol ratio,
Right.
they'll taste like shit even if they're not burnt.
Yeah.
Because some places just have shitty mix.
Bruce's
and
has got
whatever.
it. They got good.
So there's that. There's the taste issue. But then on top of it, there's places where a lot of places really weak on the vodka. So you're not getting very fucked up on them. Brewster's, they are not cheap with their vodka when they make you a bloody.
no, but they're also using a
they don't burn it.
vodka,
Yeah, but they don't burn it either. But they're actually good. Because I've had so many places where I'm 2 bloodies deep and I'm like, I don't feel shit.
Right?
I'm like, this is all tomato juice. Like,
Yeah,
what the
they
fuck?
probably put like a tiny
Yeah.
bit of fucking
And
vodka
every
in there.
time I have fucking Justin make me one, I don't ask for it burnt, and he doesn't burn it, but I get too deep, and I'm like, dude, I'm kind of like, I'm not like kind of like.
You don't
I'm
slam it.
drunk.
You don't slam it.
I don't slam
All
it
the
either,
words
but I
of
don't
the
drink
Bloody
it
Mary.
slow. I drink it at a good, like,
Right.
even, medium pace, and I get like 2 down, and all of a sudden.
See, I
I'm
think
like,
I
I'm
drink
drunk.
a little bit faster than you do.
So Justin makes them just right for me, because they're not burnt, but they get me drunk.
Right.
I hate places where all I can taste is vodka, and I hate places where I'm drinking 2 or 3, and they're charging like $7 too. That's the other thing. Some places charge you like $7 for a shitty Bloody Mary with barely any vodka in
Yeah,
it.
like, what is
And
that?
I'm 2 or 3 deep, and I'm like $20 in, and I'm like, I'm not even drunk.
Yeah, bullshit.
Like,
yeah.
what the fuck? This tastes like shit. Like,
You can go to a liquor store, you can buy a small bottle of vodka
exactly.
for $5.
When I make them
And I'm gonna show up and sit outside your bar with my cooler.
Yeah,
like 10
and
nights
just get
in a
drunk
row
outside
if
your
I
bar.
wanted to, off like
off a little
off
bottle.
of like 10 to $20
Yeah.
in vodka.
Yeah.
Like, why am I at your bar right now?
That's a big reason why I don't go to bars.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like if it's like a social event.
If you ever want to trade tactics,
I've
We end up
ready.
down there for
I've started
Justin,
just
basically.
buying the stuff to make bloodies at home, and then every once in a while I'll just drink a couple at home.
Right.
And then go to the bar.
Pre-game a little bit, you know.
Sometimes.
Well, Justin will end, he's randomly bought us each one before.
Shit, one day me and my buddy Chad Johnson, this dude.
I was fully prepared to pay for mine. He's like, no, I got you.
Well, I don't know if you know him, but he's married.
He's married to my cousin. I know him decently well. He's a pretty
Well,
good dude.
Chad come over one time. I lived over downtown above Mill Street, and it was early in the morning. He come over, like, dude, like pounding on my door, like, what the fuck, Chad, dude? It's 8 o'clock in the morning, bro. Let's get drunk, dude. Like, dude, it's literally 8 o'clock in the morning.
I know. Let's
You
get
know,
drunk,
yep,
dude.
and then Chad, dude, he's like, let's go, dude. Let's go down to
Like,
the bar.
I know you don't have shit going on today.
So,
You know I don't have shit going on
So we
today.
walked down to the bar at the Chuggers when Roy Warner owned it, you know, and his wife's working. Chad walks in there, and he goes, line me up with 2 beers and 2 shots of whiskey. And then his wife, she's like, no. And he's like, yes. And she's like, no. It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right now.
We don't even open till 10. And how did you even get in?
Right. Like,
You know,
we just got here
yeah,
ourselves.
yeah.
We barely even have the lights on.
Yes,
What the
I
fuck
opened
are
the
you
door.
doing here?
I've been asleep in that booth all night.
She's like, I opened the door and I walked in, dude. He told her,
You had it open. It's
Yeah.
unlocked.
We
I'm
leave
here.
and go back to the apartment, dude. I'm like, dude, I'm going back to bed because I've worked all night. I'm tired. You know, and he's like, no, you're not going to bed. We're going to buy alcohol.
We're not giving
Yeah,
up on
you know,
this
it's like-
play.
And he goes and opens the cupboard and he's like, oh, look, a bottle of vodka. And it was like, you know, like a smaller bottle. I go, that's Dan, that's my roommate, dude. I'll replace it. Fucking grabs it out, dude. Starts pouring straight vodka into a fucking glass, dude. Next thing you know, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm fucking hammered. Right? Fucking, about 11 o'clock or so. Right around there, Dan comes, like, on my lunch break, dude. And he was like, dude, what the fuck? I'm
While
like,
you
"Yeah,
guys
we're-
are drinking his
his
vodka.
vodka. He's like, what the
Add
fuck,
as-
dude? And Chad's like, don't worry, dude. I'm going to buy more and I'm going to replace it.
Mhm.
And Elmo was like, well, why don't you just give me the money for it? Because I'd rather have beer. So Chad's like, okay.
Here you go.
Yep, you
Have
did like-
20
See you bye.
Yep.
Thanks for the vodka.
Yeah. And then as soon as the liquor store opened, we're walking down there, dude. Fucking
get
getting
more.
fucking booze, dude.
Because you already had the small bottle of vodka.
Fuck,
so.
dude. And we ended up going
That was
back
just
to
a tease at that rate.
And then you went to the bar after that, too?
I was so fucking hammered.
You went
dude.
through 2 bottles and went to the bar?
Yeah, dude. Fucking, we were passed out by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, dude. Fucking done, dude. Like, just, he was fucking out on the couch. I'm fucking passed out, fucking in my room. Fucking staring
Sounds like a me and
at
Mike
Chad,
Johnson event
shit.
back in the
Slept
day.
off like all afternoon
Yeah,
until
because his
like
phone
8
kept
o'clock.
going off, dude, right?
And you
So
guys
I-
are just on
I
the
finally
couches.
get up because I had to pee anyways, you know.
Mhm.
And I see it's like Sarah, like 50 missed calls or something like
And
that.
it's like 7 o'clock at
Yeah,
night.
you know, it's like,
I've been
dude.
sleeping for like 4 hours.
I woke Chad up, dude. You better call. Fuck her, dude. I'm fucking sleeping. I'm like,
Oh,
alright.
God.
So I called her, you know, and I'm like, hey, you with me, you fool, you know.
We
He's
just
alive.
got a little
Yeah,
drunk
kinda
at like
feeling
8 in the
it.
morning and like passed out at like 3
She's just so pissed.
because he didn't even tell her anything.
Right, and she really doesn't like him drinking, like, even now, like, she
Yeah.
gets, like, because he goes
He
over
gets
the
a
top.
bit, he gets a bit.
over the top, you know.
Even at our family shit, like he's never gotten like that, like ridiculous.
He
Obviously,
told
that
me-
was back in the day when he was
Yeah.
younger and shit.
He told
But
me some
Even
story.
at a couple of our family things, some nights he's gotten like a little bit like loud and like
Yeah,
obnoxious.
people are like, all right, buddy, calm
Not-
down, yeah.
I mean, not. I'm cool with it because he didn't, but like I just kind of noticed, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, so you get kind of, when you're drunk sometimes. Like I said, he never got, but he got just enough that I could tell
Yeah,
that it's
he
like,
gets-
oh, this guy might be wild if
He
you
is
get him
very
drunk.
wild, and you
enough.
never know what you get. Like, dude, he'll walk up to random people, dude, and just like walk in their house, dude, and be like, yo, what up? You want to party? Because they'll see a party. That's Chad, though. He's just random like that, dude. Well, he told me a story.
He surely is just
about-
like a do whatever kind of person.
Yeah, but he's a very fun guy to hang
Yeah.
out with, and he gets people going. It's you
Yeah.
know. But he said something about some family thing. What was her? Sarah's name? Naomi,
As
right?
I gaze out
Yeah,
upon
Naomi
the
was
sea.
with that fucking piece of shit loser.
Anthony?
Yeah, Anthony. I couldn't think of that guy's name, but
Gross.
yeah, and
Him back in Kentucky where he belongs.
it was something to do with he stole like some
Kentucky
money
Fried
out of a
Fuck.
safe. This Anthony guy like apparently like stole money
Yeah.
like out of a safe and shit. And
Yeah.
anyways, Chad
Foolish
was
mortal.
like,
And
Why
Chad
don't you-
basically ended up taking the rap for it in full at first.
yeah,
Until they found out that Anthony
yeah,
was the main player in it, and my brother just went along with it
yeah.
because he was super fucked up at the time. Not saying that makes it okay,
No,
but it
right.
surely wasn't his idea.
And yeah, and then like Chad has said that when he had said something to the dad, you know, Sarah's dad, why don't you say something to him? Like, why not? That's fucked up. You know what I mean? If someone stole money from me, dude, I'd be fucking like on that. Oh, we're gonna say what? Because they didn't want to make it more of a scene than it already was. They just
Mhm.
wanted the dude fucking out of there. You know what I mean? To just and it's better to take the loss, get him the fuck out. You know what I
Right,
mean?
and just use it as a reason to be done with him finally.
So
Because
then
he had already
apparently-
fucked up.
Yeah, it's
plenty
like
of
why
times
I'd front
before
people
that.
20 bags. You know what I
It's not
mean?
like that
I'll see
was the
exactly
first
what they're
thing
worth.
He did that pissed
Right.
off.
You're
Dude.
gonna fucking rip me off.
It's
What's
not
20
like-
bucks?
Fuck off.
It's
yeah.
not like that was the first thing he did that pissed off June and John. Far from
Sure,
it. That
yeah,
was
right.
Just the
No,
straw,
this was
that
like-
last straw, you know.
And unfortunately, Naomi just fell into this trap, you know,
Fucking dealing with one of those dudes that's just
because
like,
you know she.
I can fix him. He's gonna
Right,
be better.
he's gonna change, dude. No,
No,
he's
him
not.
surely
You
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
fix anyone who's not ready to fix themselves, man.
Yeah, you're not gonna change someone that doesn't want to be changed. And like he is, I don't know. I've heard so many horror stories about that guy, but the one time that I hung out with them, this is years ago, but well, I think they just first got together, and Chad was babysitting his grandpa's house out in the country off of 25 at the time. So we were like there hanging out, and he shows up, and at first, you know, I didn't know who this dude was. At first, he was okay, you know, and then all of a sudden, like within like an hour of hanging out with this dude, I go to Chad like, dude, I don't like that guy. He's like, wow, what's up, dude? I'm like, dude, I think I'm gonna punch this dude. Like, this dude was just getting on my nerves. Like, for whatever reason, like, and that takes a lot for me to feel that way about someone I just met, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about him I didn't like from the beginning, you know?
He's a
So I
cocky
just,
motherfucker.
yeah, and I
He
just
surely
kind
have
of
an
like,
attitude. Bad attitude.
and the way he treated Naomi, I think that's really what set it off, because she'd stopped over there too after he was already there, and she was like, why aren't you answering your phone? She was being all nice, and,
Mhm.
and he was like, fuck you, and he was just being a total ass to her. You know, I'm like, wow, what a piece of shit, you know? So
Yeah,
it's probably
he's
what like
a
set me
dickhead.
off on it, you know?
Yeah,
But
he's
yeah.
just a douchebag.
So he's back in Kentucky.
Yeah, he went to Kentucky like years ago.
That's good. She deserves way better than that piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
No one deserves that. And I can't remember how much money and stuff was stolen, but it was quite a bit of money.
Like $5,000, I think.
Yeah, it was something like it was in his like safe or
Yeah,
something,
it was
wasn't
straight
it?
up just cash in the safe.
Oh, what was that song? Oh, we were talking about someone else. Someone money
I thought
stolen.
you said something about having to go to the bathroom.
Oh no. Yeah, no,
Oh?
Chinese wild.
Oh, what?
Where's Ange at, her kids or what?
What, Mega Pidgeot?
Yeah, she's in Red Wing.
First one?
Thought she'd be
Perfect
back by
Mega
now.
Pidgeot.
Oh, GG's. Now you gotta find a shiny.
Bam chow.
Best buddy too, or what?
Not yet
that's
quite.
just a Mega.
That's fucking wicked attack though.
Yeah, but people like that guy is a fucking loser.
I think he's the #1 flying in the game when he's Mega.
I bet he is. He's the size of a fucking house.
What do you have for his moveset though? Do you have I don't even know what his good moveset is, to be honest. I don't know why I'm asking. Guessing just as long as he's got a flying moveset.
I got Steel Wing, Aerial Ace, and Hurricane.
Catfish McGee got a Mega out too. What fuck? I don't know if he wants Steel.
Sarah's dad is your uncle then. Right? Your cousins, right? Or is that different?
Sarah's dad is my uncle, but only by marriage.
Right, so the mom
Yeah,
is related
June
to Ken.
is
and-
my mother's sister.
Okay, so your mother is brothers with Ken
Yeah,
and
it's Ken and Dave and Al and June and Sheila. Is that it?
that's why I just wanted you.
Yeah, that's 6, right?
Mhm.
3 boys, 3 girls? Yeah. June, Sheila, Sharon, and Al, Dave, and Ken.
So how did Dave end up getting the house then?
Because
They were living with mom,
he
basically.
moved in with grandma to
Take care of her or whatever.
yeah, I don't know.
Somewhere to live, basically, probably.
To basically share fucking expenses the way I do with mom right now.
Well, which I know that
Stuff,
he did.
'cause she-
I mean,
Cause she never really worked a job most of her whole life. Our grandma Flo, she didn't really work. She had that one out at the Cannonball a little bit,
yeah.
but she never really did that a lot. But basically, she went most for like more or less without working. So when she got the divorce from my grandpa Adolf, basically she just lived on Social Security from him once they got to retirement age. So like, just, you know how Social Security is, especially when it's just your husband's
Yeah, one
Social
month back,
Security
yeah.
and you're divorced, so it's getting split into 2 portions.
Right.
So basically, she didn't have the income to support owning a house on her
And
own.
then he died early too.
So-
Didn't he die like?
He died before her, so